No! Oh, no, 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 no!
Welcome to Strike Force. You are an elite battle squad assembled to defend Earth. This is who we're up against. The alien warlord Ultimus and his Kree soldiers who have joined forces with Hydra and AIM. Now, I know some of you aren't used to fighting side by side with each other, but the world needs you to put aside your feuds and stand together. Any questions?
I am Groot.
Any other questions? All right, it's go time. Now get out there and save the world.
You need help with your Marvel Strike Force game? Then come down to the school of the Game Father. Valley Flying did, and he learned that you can't beat the Game Father. Valley Flying. That's right, I'm the 3-time Super Sunday Red Stip Blitz Orb champion. After I uppercutted Valley Flying in his vagina for the 3rd time, he went home and cried to his little mommy, and now I need a new challenger. Bring it, little boy.
Hello, Big Spartan.
All one with the fucking dope. I be ballin' like a
Gamers, keep on gaming because gamers are cool.
Alright gamers, keep on gaming because gamers are cool.
OMG.
It's so powerful, it can turn off the sun.
Hello there. How you doing? Welcome up. How y'all doing? It is Saturday. We are having a absolutely blessed and fantastic Saturday morning. How's it going, Bruce Wayne, Spartan? What's up, my guy? Nicholas, welcome in. We're gonna get through Crucible here in a little bit. It got hot here in Las Vegas. Oh no. Oh, am I gonna need to buy a new mouse? What the hell's going on here? Oh, I got 2 LD players going on. Which one is this? Oh, I've got my baby account. Well, no wonder. I've got 2 accounts running at the same time. No wonder it's been a problem. Popping pills Saturday morning? Yeah, what's up, Bill Typebringer? How you doing? It's nice to see you on a glorious Saturday. Miss your face! No, Vegas actually has. I guess my reference point is very different than most because I'm from the Coachella Valley, the Palm Springs, Palm Desert area, which is actually in some ways hotter and quite a bit warmer, specifically in the winter months, way more moderate in the winter. So there seems to be a high contrast here in Vegas from the winter to summer that doesn't exist in the Palm Desert area. You know, some people don't know about this. But it was like we went out late last night and it was pushing 100 the whole time. Even at like 8 o'clock at night. I think it was that hot. Felt hot. Oh, today's not so bad. Today we're going to hit 103. So we'll get there. Fremont Street again. I will do that again if there's enough request for it. I actually very much enjoyed that. Now, there is some risk to titties, and I don't know how Twitch would view that. Actually, I don't think it would be a problem. I don't think, because I'm not intentionally trying to show tits, because I'm not. I don't know if they would care that much if it accidentally popped up. I mean, it's accidental. But there's titties on Fremont. They're usually covered up with pasties or body paint, but there definitely is titties. Yeah, I'll check the terms of service. I believe the terms of service is mostly designed for streamers that are intentionally trying to highlight and make that the focus of their stream. I've read it before, and I very clearly remember that it was drafted that way. Like, if you're making that the focal point of the stream is where they took issue with it. No new codes today. There was a new code yesterday. I'm not expecting any new codes today. Did I not change the pop-up? Maybe I screwed up. Yeah, like when I looked into my Silver Surfer groin incident, I was like, oh, like I read it and it was like, oh, I'm actually okay with this. Like there's some weird loopholes in it. Like I kind of understand what they're trying to do though. They just don't want. Twitch is not really, because the Twitch has you can use Twitch when you're 13 years old, right? They're not trying to make Twitch a softcore design, and I don't feel like my stream is that. Even if I accidentally showed boobies, the thing is they always have like pasties or tape, or not always, but or they have body paint. I feel like they don't want porn streams. Yeah, exactly. You'll try to put it there, but I just know that there is boobs on Fremont. We went down there with. We went down there. Did you see boobs? I feel like there's always something weird going on down there. And I don't know how much longer we're going to be able to go down there. You know, once we have a baby, we're not going to be going down there at all. You saw pasties. Yeah, you're going to see pasties if you go down to Fremont, for sure. And I'll say this delicately. it's not going to be like top shelf boobies typically, but they're boobs. There's no boobs. Boobs are boobs. Yeah, there was just so much stuff going on out there. Well, like one of the girls that's almost always down there, she has plastic surgery in her butt and it does not look natural. It's like, holy moly. Did you order that? Are you sure you ordered that? Did you really order it with like quadruple bacon on your hamburger? What are you going to do with all that bacon? I can't eat that much bacon. Maybe Taco Shooter can, but I can't. Rensky Flock coming through with the pride for the very first time. Yeah, the Timu ass, dude. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so we were going to the same place. Yeah, it didn't look... It didn't... It looked unusual. Like, it wasn't even like... Like, there's times where I've seen boobs, I go, whoa, those are boobs. Boobs. This was like, what's in your... What did you do to your ass? That's what that was the face I was looking at. It's like, holy shit, what did you do? Why? And why? That was the face that I was making. You know why characters have new alert sight and unique gear before start with Victorian hand? I guess I think I know what you're asking, Iglasky. Are you saying that... I need more context of what you're asking. I think I know what you're asking. Maybe somebody in chat knows. And the reason why I worded it that way, there's something that I have suspected and I'm not sure of, and you might be confirming what I suspected. You very well may be answering a question that I've had with your question, is what I'm trying to say. Are you? If you're talking about the 19.5, yeah, I also think you might be talking about the 19.5, which I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's what you were asking. Also, by the way. Yeah, they stopped. I don't know if they meant to do that. Or maybe they meant to do that and then they backed away from it. Yeah, the G20 unique. Yeah, I don't know. I think they realized that was a mistake. Or I think there was, or maybe it was intentional, but I think there were some unintended consequences. I mean, I kind of feel like that was meant to be a proof that we needed overpowered. I feel like they did that to showcase that 19.5 was as strong as 20, and the difference between 19.5 and 20 would solely be overpowered. I feel like they're trying to build a case to justify overpowered, and then the community didn't buy it, and so they moved on. That's, I mean, does anybody else have a different take on that? I'm not really sure. But I know they've gone backwards on that and they're not doing it anymore. They noticed some of the new characters. They're not, that's exactly what we're talking about. They're not doing the 19.5s anymore on like Victoria Hand and such. Yeah, they've stopped. Yeah, they're not doing the 19.5s anymore. You have no horse in this race? Yeah, it's kind of a complicated, it's a very nuanced conversation we're having here. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure that it was deliberate. Does that make sense? I feel like it was, though. Yeah. Yeah, it's very, very unusual. All right, this is a new Ceci song.
Yo, welcome to the bug bracket test service live. No overpower, just static. 8 streamers dropped in, 1 dorky dropped out. Twitch chat, place your bets, let the song pour out. Valley said, let's go smash it, but chat did that. Crowdsource king with a diamond stat. Twitch cosplays, he not.
I feel like there was some unintended. They must have been okay. Maybe there was something they were. This is the way things normally work: is they try to implement something new, and I don't know what the intent was, but then the data came back, and then they decided they didn't want to do it anymore. I mean, that okay. That is what happened. They were, and I don't, for reasons unknown to me, they decided they wanted to do this 19.5 thing. Data came back that looked like it was not furthering spending, or it was prohibiting spending, or it was capping spending. And they decided that it was a failed experiment because of the data that came in, and then they reversed that idea. That's how their process works. What we don't know is why they started doing it in the first place. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't feel like, I feel like the reversal of it is some data came back that said that this isn't, they weren't getting the desired result they wanted, and they reversed the position that they were trying to take. What we don't know is why they did it in the first place. Yeah. I would say it had something to do with overpowered, though. Maybe they were trying to soften the impact of overpowered. Just chop off like 6 zeros? Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, we're getting into what Dusty here calls Yu-Gi-Oh numbers. They do need to drop off like 6 zeros off of everything at some point. Ah! Yeah, so please understand that going forward, the stat increases that we used to get from going to 110, from going to purple 5, from going to gear 21, my prediction is that it won't be there. The reason why you're going to want to go to purple 5 and 110 and 21 is going to be overpowered, not the stats. They're trying to curb the stat creep with this overpowered mechanic. Yeah, because if in the past they would have to cake in like 20 to 30% stats in each one of those things, and now they just won't. They'll give you maybe like 3, 4, 5%, and the stat increase, and the advantage is going to be from overpowered, not the underlying change. Yeah, I don't know if people understand that part of overpowered. I got to tell you this, they didn't really state that was the intent initially. They waited for us to complain a lot before they came out and said that's why they wanted to do it. Yeah, and I don't know to what extent the community bought into that or not, or believes that to be true. Oh no, there was no, it's not coming back. Oh, you missed it, Sean LaRock. Here, I got a video about it. My last video is pretty much entirely about that. The answer to that question is right here. I think it's in there. Maybe it's not. I hope it is. But the compensation for that screw up has already been, it came in this morning.
Thanks for a mode. I don't have to play. I'll auto it down. Save my effort for the day. Battle world's done. It's barely a
There were some unintended side consequences to that misstep, but there was an upside to most people. Yeah, you should have got 100K intel and 1,000 power cores this morning because of that screw up. What the hell's going on? This happened to me yesterday. Yeah. So it was an error, but there were some unintended consequences, and so there's been a pretty healthy debate surrounding that. I know Dorky made a video about people getting refunded like 12,000 cores and basically being able to double dip on the Odin leaderboards. And the response to that was, yeah, we don't think that's a big deal. Trust me, bro. We have seen concerns regarding the Odin leaderboard. So this had to do with they refunded everybody's stuff, 100K and all that stuff. We wanted to first address the amount of the players who spent a meaningful amount of power cores was extremely low. The primary way to progress in this event is by playing in the negative zone or negative zone orb fragments. Power coring scoring leaderboard is tended to be more of a tiebreaker. That being said, we're going to take some steps to ensure the integrity of the leaderboard will remain. Here's what we'll be doing. After the event ends, we'll make adjustments if there are any ties going through the leaderboards and making adjusted ranking brackets and additional players to each bracket if any ranks are affected by this issue. I want to make clear that there may be no changes needed after the leaderboard ends if we look at the data. And there were some people not happy with that response also. Yeah, I saw some pretty heated people in chat yesterday over that. I don't have a horse in that. I know that Dorky made a video about it. Prior to hearing about Dorky's video, unfortunately to some people, because some people want me to always take the stance of Scopely sucks and I hate everything they do and they're terrible, evil people that are incompetent and not only incompetent, but malicious. My initial thought is, does this even really matter? Is that a meaningful amount of people that spent thousands of power cores? How many people actually did that? Does it really matter? I wasn't sure, but that was my initial gut thought on the situation. And then to see their response be exactly that, I was like, ah, okay. But because I didn't take the stance of them being evil people and incompetent and always bad and malicious, some people were upset with me yesterday. I just like, well, we'll see, right? Because this is kind of a trust me bro answer in some ways. Like and I don't know that the community ever likes that. I just don't know. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I just like I hate to say it, but my gut feeling when I heard about this potential issue is like, is this really that big of a deal? Yeah, some people were not happy though. Oh, I get it. It is, they really have not done much to deserve any benefit of the doubt. Even when that would be the right thing for the community to do is to give them the benefit of the doubt, even when they provide, like, community's not going to do it. Because of our past experiences, right? Yeah, I know, right? I get it, Yul. It's just a tough one, right? And I'm sure, and I'm certainly not taking like the side of Scopely, but if I'm being genuinely honest, my first thought is like, is this a meaningful number that's gonna matter? And then people were insistent that it was. And then to see that, you know, that was my, I just got to be frank. That was my gut feeling. I don't know if this really matters, guys. Is this the battle we really want to pick and fight? I'm not sure. So anyways, Maybe it was. I don't know. Howard. Yeah, I'm not. I know. So this Ryan Jacobson guy, I've had a couple encounters with him, and he definitely cares about making money. He's definitely the person that's held accountable to the stakeholders, the Scopely stakeholders of making money. He's the person that is, you know, his job is primarily to deal with the pencil pushers at Scopely that want a bottom line. His messaging, which could be scripted in some ways, or maybe he's been very deliberate, to me anyways, directly, that he personally believes that engagement and having more players play the game will equal a better bottom line. And I feel like what they're doing, what they did with Lalandra, what they're doing with Quasar, that was the plan. Now, let me ask you guys here in chat, are you guys happy with Quasar? Are you happy with the way Lalandra? I mean, this is completely his doing. And the premise is if I can incentivize players to play the game and actually play the game and enjoy the game, that's a W and the money will follow. That was his intent with this whole Quasar setup. All right, I guess I can buy into that to a certain degree. Are they going to monetize Quasar's awakened ability for $35? Yes. $100 million. Yeah, and Purple Brown, that is the point. I don't think, like, that's the other thing too, is like, I don't know if I care if they try to monetize Quasar's abilities, because those abilities are so war focused. And it really comes down to, do you care about war or not? And if you don't, I don't think you can. If you don't care about war, would this awakened ability even matter that it costs $35? And would you care if other people actually even buy it or not? It just kind of, it feels like Quasar, Quasar feels good. I don't know what to tell you. It feels good. I feel like it's a pretty good W for the community, what they're doing with Quasar. Are there a fuck ton of other stuff that's gone sideways? Yeah. But specifically Quasar and what they're doing with, like, what they did with Lalandra, that's his doing, man. He really believes, and the Lalandra was a test to see if the community reacted positively with numerical data, namely engagement, and then they pushed it forward to the Quasar and the next legendary and the next legendary. Right? I mean, I think it's a pretty significant change in, the annual plan for the game, and I think that's a W. There's some other stuff that's not so much. I'm not trying to like be a Scopely dick ride or anything like that, but I do like the Quasar thing. Yeah, I don't know, Bernsey. That could be the path they're going down. I think people care more about Crucible than they do War. I know I do. I most certainly felt that the Quasar Ultimate was optional. I most certainly felt that way. Scopely Dick Rider. If we're being honest, the game's in a really good spot right now. The game's shown man's very capable of it. It's fun. Let me put it to you this way. Outside of overpowered, and some outlier individual situations, the trajectory is better. Overpowered, though, is such a big thing, though. And it just is. And I could show you why I'm worried about it. Let me show you why I'm worried about it. And this really, I tried getting a hold of a guy that, let me switch over to this. So this is my baby account right here. And something kind of was alarming on this. So arena shards are clumped into groups of 10,000 people based on when they started the game, but more importantly, they're also tied to the region. So I checked into this shard at 9,800. I was one of the last peoples to join this shard. And frankly, there's people that have been playing the game for 60 days, 70 days on my same shard, and they have a significant advantage. Now, that is not what was so bothersome to me. What bothers me is the number of people in the top 100 that have just straight up abandoned their account and moved on. So, like, here's number 13. This guy has not played the game in 16 days. Level 103. Holy shit. He made it to 103 and then just gave up on his account. This is a new account on a new server. I mean, that might be a year, or he spent money. And I was going through this other day and it was like a lot. Last active 14 days ago, 101 account. Yeah, I was like, oh my God. I went through the top 100 and it was like a good, it felt like it was between 5 and 10% of the people just said, fuck this game. And this had to have all happened around the time of Overpowered. 35 days. Yeah, but these are like 105 accounts. No, not this one. I don't know. It just made me kind of worried. Commander Silly, Highlander, 35 days ago. I got Highlander, 36 days ago. 100 level 100 accounts. 39 days ago, 24 million account. 44 days ago, 17 million account. Level 100 player. 11 days ago. 25 days ago, 53 days ago, 39 days ago, 67 days ago. It's just, there's a lot of count, guys, that just people just gave up on the game in the last 45 days or so. I mean, I don't know what to mean from this 19 day. This is kind of anecdotal, right? And I don't think this is good. And I don't have a reference point. But the number of people that have given up on the accounts on a brand new server. This is a brand new, I just joined this shard. Brand new shard that I just joined. The number of the top 100 players that have given up on their accounts and they completely abandoned their accounts in the top 100 in the last 45 days seems really high. Yeah, and I'm my take on this is that someone that has played the game for, I'm guessing that a level 100 player probably has played the game for like 9 months to a year, let's say. and they were like getting close to end game, and they were playing in Crucible, and they were playing in Alliance War, and they got fucked the hardest by Overpowered. These new accounts, you know, Overpowered. I'm not even talking about paid accounts versus free to play accounts. I think the biggest difference is going to be veteran accounts versus new accounts. The veteran accounts have more depth, and they have wider rosters, where a smart new account to get to end game has to be very focus fired and narrow on their selections. And this Overpowered really hurts that kind of account because they're dependent on being able to punch up big with Gamma in war. They're dependent on being able to punch up big with new warriors or not new warriors, new Avengers, something like that. And they just can't. Those teams are done. They're toast with Overpowered. Yeah, it really met the Overpowered system. People, I mean, I would say that it negatively impacted newer accounts versus old accounts more than spenders and non-spenders, because I think this hurt a new spender pretty drastically. A new spender is going to get hit pretty hard by Overpowered also. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's just a gut. Yeah, and I don't think this affected Arena. This affects War, and in Crucible. And you're really going to feel this if you're a new player in Alliance War that is being carried. Like, a smart new player went to a big alliance and got carried, and they're just going to get smashed to shit in Alliance War, right? Because they're being carried. And then they used to be able to do some things and used to be able to punch up. You know, certain teams could do certain things. They kind of figured out where they were effective, where they weren't. Now they're just getting wrecked. They're just getting smashed to shit by Overpowered. Overpowered doesn't matter in Arena. That's a very nuanced conversation, but the effects of Overpowered in Arena compared to War is nominal. Arena is, do you have Professor X or not? That has more of an impact on my Arena experience than Overpowered. Because how many characters do you play with in Arena? You can upgrade that many characters in a short amount of time. You can't do that in Alliance War, because Alliance War is 120 characters. Yeah, you just upgrade your. I mean, if you're getting smashed in Arena because of Odin, upgrade your Odin. I mean, it's just one character. It's not 100 characters. It's one character. I don't know. This is a strange concept, I think, for people to wrap their heads around. Like, this doesn't really affect Arena because it's not that many characters. And if Arena's important to you, you'll upgrade those characters. And then you'll be tied up with everybody. You'll catch up sooner than later. You're not catching up in Alliance War. You're not catching up. You're not going to be willing to upgrade these meaningless characters in the same way that a veteran Mega Kraken will. Everybody wants to upgrade their Odin. It's not even that painful. Just do it. And if you can't do Odin today, you will next week or the week after. I mean, it's not that hard. If you only have one character at gear tier 20, it should be Odin. That's what I'm saying. Run, don't walk, do it now. Nobody's going to be upset with nobody's going to regret taking their Odin to gear tier 20. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. Like, it's reasonable to say that one can upgrade 5 characters to gear tier 20 to not get smashed on because of Overpowered Arena. Not the case in Crucible, which is way more than 5 characters, and then that number is perhaps almost doubled inside of Alliance War. Yeah. Yeah, if you don't, well, Odin, I don't know how long you've been playing the game, but there's people that are getting Odin, and it's solely dependent on your alliance. I got to tell you, like, the rate that you'll be able to unlock Odin depends if you're getting carried by your alliance or not. If you're in an alliance of similar type players, you might be, or if you're at the biggest person in your alliance and you don't have Odin, well, you probably would have had Odin already if you would have been the smallest person in your alliance. I'm just saying. That is going to be dependent on your alliance, on whether or not you have Odin or not already. And, I mean, because there's people that have been playing the game for 9 months that have Odin. Yeah, and it's your alliance. It really is. All right, let's go to 7. Why is that a weird noise? OP and Blitz sucks. Nobody cares about Blitz though. Yeah, I don't know where you are but I can't. I mean, how long have you been playing the game, Bruce Wayne? And then what in relation to the other people in your alliance? Where are you? Are you like the top 5, the top 1, the top 10? Where are you in relation to the rest of the people in your alliance? Those are the two things that I would be curious to know. Yeah, unfortunately, being loyal to your alliance in this game doesn't really pay off. It's just kind of set off for it to be a transactional mercenary type of thing, which I know a lot of people feel bad about. I get it. Yeah, with Reminex and Yuletide Blair are both veteran players that knows this game inside and out, and they're 1000% correct. And stay with your original crappy alliances is doing yourself a big disservice, unfortunately. Yeah. You're one of the lowest in your alliance? Okay. And okay. Because Mike's and it's a full alliance. It's not like running at 18 people or something. It's got a full thing. See, I don't have the. See that then. Yes. No, Ceci. I've been making the case. I don't know how long you've been here, but Odin is I don't think OP. I'm going to say it right here because this is what I've been trying to say. I got to be a little more clear. I don't think overpowered is the reason why people are struggling in Arena. People are struggling in Arena because they don't have Odin or Professor X. Those two things matter in Arena. This is not true in Alliance War and Crucible. Well, Professor X matters. Let's just sidestep that. But the effects of overpowered matter is way more enunciated. That's the wrong word. It's more pronounced in Alliance War than it is in Arena. It's almost a non-event in Arena, really. I mean, it does matter, but if you care about Arena, you're going to take those characters up. Yeah. Can't people over 16 they get mad because we're only playing for fun? We're trying to play the right way. Yeah, I would switch alliances, my guy, or merge. If you're an alliance with 12 sweaty people and 12 not sweaty people, get together with another alliance that has 12 sweaty people and make one sweaty alliance with 24 people. Do an alliance merger. Absolutely, 1000% merge alliances. Yeah, alliance. I mean, I'm serious. Like, if you have like, let's say between 5 and 10 people in your alliance that you're close with that play the same with you, move. Go to another alliance. Another alliance wants you. They have the same problem. They're having the exact same problem you are. I promise. And they would welcome to take in a clump of people between 5 and 10 people that are super sweaty. They want you. They absolutely want you. It's not that hard to do that. No, this is a thing. Yeah. Yeah, but but trying to save your alliance and having to recruit 5 people is an uphill battle. Recruiting's a pain in the ass. And I don't know what that number is, but like there's a number, and I don't know what it is, where if you're short a certain number of people, it's easier to merge than it is to recruit 10 people. It just is. Because the thing is, the people that you want are not going to go to your alliance if you're short 10 people. They're not going to want to play with you. The people that are sweaty are going to say, how many people do you have in your alliance? We have 16. Yeah, I can't do it. I'm dead serious. They're not going to want to play with you. The people that you want to attract are not going to go to an empty alliance that's missing 2, 3, 4 people. They're just not going to do it. Yeah, you got to have a full alliance. And clusters are the best place to do this. Clusters are super helpful in this particular situation. They really are. Yeah, I'm just saying that if you have a clump of, let's say, between 5 to 10 like-minded people, I would look into this idea that I've been talking about. I really would. Yeah, God, I don't know if Nas here. Oh, I'm kind of. You have to be kind of look at your alliance as a business transactional agreement. Like, I do have friends in my alliance, and I'm happy to be like Birdsy's in my alliance, and so is Nah. And I'm for sure like I'm loyal to Nah. I'm just like, Nah, where are you going? I'm going with you. But it is kind of transactional, unfortunately. I know at the top end, alliances are very much mercenary and transactional. But the thing is you do end up knowing a lot of people after a while in that circle. Like, there's only so many people that are playing the game at some level anyways. Yeah. No, not Burnsy. I'm sorry, not Burnsy. But Big Spartan. Fuck, I got it wrong. Not Burnsy, Big Spartan. My apologies. The other B in chat. Oh man, I got slingshot. Someone must be watching the stream. Did you just see that? I got slingshotted. Jerk offs. Oh, why are you doing this to me and you're watching the stream? Oh my god, that's funny actually. You just see me get slingshot right now to 11. Yeah, no, I know. You have to. Well, I even told you, I was like, oh man, I'm good. Yeah, it has to, unfortunately, and this is kind of Marvel Strike Force's fault. Like Reminix is saying, they've kind of demanded players be in a homogenous alliance with, and homogenous in a couple ways, in activity, sweatiness, and also spending. Yeah, and I'm sorry to hear that out of line, but yeah, it makes sense. I broke bread with Red. How kind of fucker were you? Yeah, I did get kicked out of there, didn't I? Yeah, it's you kind of have to. I feel like alliances need to be on some level like transactional and business oriented. Not I mean, it's fine to have friends in your well, first of all, this is the thing though. You know it's by design that they want you to develop friendships in your alliance. I mean, this is like a very deliberate, known retention trick. I mean, like people talk about predatory practices in mobile game. I would put at the top of those would be alliances and the friendships that you develop and the compulsion that those friendships create for you to continue playing game. I'm not even shitting you. It's probably the most predatory plan of all when it comes to like live service games. It's by design. And they know this. Yeah, and I'm being sarcastic by calling it predatory. But if you really want to like this is not an accident. This is by design. They want the developers, well, first of all, I think it's healthy to like develop friendships in the game. And that's where the conflict comes in, is that people do develop friendships and then they establish some loyalty. And the case that I'm making right now is to break away from that. All right, are you gonna slingshot me again? I know you're watching. Actually, if you slingshot me again, you'll make my day because I think it's kind of funny, by the way. I know you guys are slingshotting me, and it's okay. I think it's funny. Yeah, are you streaming Marvel Strike Force? Rim? Or what are you doing? Probably should reconnect with you here. Feel like it's been a couple weeks. Right, and I do think it's healthy to like the game and like the people you're playing with, but on the flip side, this game has made alliances so important that there does come a time where you just have to like make decisions based on gameplay rather than friendships. All right, streaming. All right. What are you going to try to stream? I'm curious. Are we going to lose this battle right here? We might lose this battle. How am I going to win this battle? They got Super Scroll. Super Scroll actually can be a nerd. Yeah, I think we're going to lose because of Super Scroll. I think there's only so much that Null can do. To everything? Okay. Are we going to talk about that at some point? I kind of want to. I don't know how to talk about it. Maybe the three of us should get together and because I think it was an interesting experience. You know what I'm trying to say. It was an interesting experience that I'd like to share at some point. And then, all right. Yeah, I think you're right. All right. Yeah, even though I was the one that kind of ran into the ground, but there was an interesting experience still the same. Yeah, especially the first half or the first 2/3. Holy shit. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm just surprised you guys didn't move forward. Anyways. Mobile ruiner. All right. Well, I don't want to talk about it until we can because I think it's an interesting story. I think it also gives a lot of context to the way that I talk about Scopely and development. It has pivoted because of that experience. Anyways, we're talking very cryptic here. Yeah. Yes, it does offer, because I have a very different experience now. And I'll just say it right now, what it was, so people are in chat kind of an idea without getting into the details. But I spent 3 years trying to build a game, and it's very interesting being on the other side. Very interesting, and it didn't play out for reasons, but we got deep. It was deep. It almost happened, but oh man, it's harder than one would think. Yeah. Anyways, I just have a different framework now on things. So anyways, hopefully someday I can talk about it in greater detail when the dust settles. But it was interesting. It was a good experience, though. All right, 100% doing a new podcast soon. Oh, okay. I remember we did that one. I that was an interesting idea. Waifu Simulator is not happening. No. Why am I losing this? Is this just like my team comp hates this over here? All right. Accursed is a new raid team? No, Accursed is a Cosmic Crucible team. Thunderbolts is a raid team. Vigilante is a raid team. Cursed is a Crucible team. Oh, did they screw that up? All right. Slingshot me back to 11. Yeah, that's probably not right. I'll look at it right now. A cursed should be a Crucible team. No, it's a Crucible team. All right. Yeah, it should have the other tag. That's not right. It isn't. All right, I'll submit it. All right. All right, I submitted a thing for that.
Rework the squad that's ready to fight. Hey, just hang, there's no one. Huh, bruh. Huh. Thunderbolts drop, but they ain't the squad. Ghost and Tasky, Victoria, odd. Yeah, we voted, but the time was rough. If you saw the movie, we'd have called their bluff. Yelling a red GUS, got the lore. They're the core, we can't ignore. Don't need a redo, just make it right. Rework the squad that's ready to fight. My slap. Tasky and Ghost in a war zone trap. Red Guardian flexing, yelling with style. Winter Soldier looking cold and foul, but in game drop, nah, it ain't that. Victoria hand, who greenlit that? Songbird flying Hyperion 2. This ain't Thunderbolts, this Spade, a crew.
I feel like that type of acronym would be somewhat polarizing. I'm just saying.
Thunderbolts drop, but they ain't the squad. Ghost and Tasky, Victoria, odd. Yeah, we voted, but the time was rough. If we saw the movie, we'd have called their bluff. Yelling a red GUS, got the lore. They're the core, we can't ignore. Don't need a redo, just make it right. Rework the squad that's ready to fight. Thunderbolts drop, but they ain't the squad. Ghost and Tasky, Victoria.
All right, well, it's time to do Crucible, I think. We got an hour. I am Groot, man. I just played this guy. Oh, well, I have Odin and Mephisto on offense. Do I have Null? I do have Null also. All right, 3, we're going to do Starjammer. I don't have Starjammers. Yeah, it's 1 hour different now. Vigilante. Immortals. I have Emma on offense. Yeah, I have Emma on offense. You're talking about new Emma. You have new Emma on offense. So that should run over 2, right? New Emma. I can do like new Emma Orcus or new Emma Ash. I can do all kinds of stuff in 2, right? Or I think there's some stuff I could do there. There's a bunch of stuff. I don't even know where to start on this. I mean, the hardest room is going to be 4. I think we should probably start there. New Emma for 3. Yeah, I do have Starjammer and defense. All right. All right. I have Null for 4. I also have You need Emma? Okay. I got Emma for 3. Yep. How's it going, Juicy? I'm gonna get myself a thing. I don't think I have Captain Britain though. Yeah, no Captain Britain. All right, let me grab my thing real quick. All right, let's think about this. So new Emma, what? New Emma Astral, new Emma Liberty, new Emma Orcus, new Emma Cabal. Can I do new Emma Cabal in 3? Well, doesn't Cabal do something similar to Captain Britain? Is there an anti-vulnerable thing on them on Starjammers? Oh. So it's an order of operations thing. Yeah, all right. Never mind. Well, I have Mephisto for 4. I do have Odin and Mephisto. What about Odin, Pretaunt? Odin, Pretaunt. I need somebody pretty fast, too, to get Odin to pop off, right? How about Pretaunt, New Emma, Odin? Who else is fast that can survive? Songbird is pretty fast, but I don't know. They're going to be a lot faster than that, right? Well, I could put in Odin, Apoc in there to make him a little chunkier. Is this PC Smitty? Did he take over Groot's account? Is Groot? This doesn't look like. Is Groot still playing? Because this doesn't look like with the way Groot would do it. Maybe. I don't think Groot's playing anymore, as these are not all at 11. If Groot was playing. What about old Emma, new Emma, Sasquatch, Odin, Apocalypse? They won't work together? Okay. Well, that's right, they don't. Because it affects everybody. Sasquatch, Odin, Apocalypse, Shadow King, Songbird. No, I don't. I don't have Night Stalkers anyways. I was just gonna do Vigilante in 2. I was just thinking Vigilante. Yeah, I'm thinking Vigilante in 2. S6 Mysterio. Immortal in 5. Yeah, I don't have Illuminati. Let's talk about 1 for a second. Night Stalkers is not a problem. I'm not worried about Night Stalkers. I get sub 6 too. Okay. I'm gonna need to do Cabal in one of these 2 rooms. Let's figure out 1 real quick. Yeah, I got S6 and 2. S6 and 2. Let's figure out 1. I have Vigilante, yeah. I have Vigilante, Immortals, Cabal, Astral, S6, Mephisto, and Odin. And then a lot of other randoms. Black Cat, Apocalypse, Cabal, and 1? Do I have gore? I just don't think this 11 a Mega Red Phoenix Force is just gonna run me over. All right. I have a loose idea for 1, 2, 5, and 6. Let's talk about. I can do Mephisto Null. Mephisto Null in 4. I also have Astral. Can I do like Astral Odin into Starjammers and just hope they're thick enough? Like something like this. Pray I survive. All right, so I'll drop Ancient One for like Sasquatch. Ancient One for Sasquatch. And then what? Doctor Strange. What about? Okay, so how about this? Sasquatch, Jugs, Shadow King, Odin, Songbird. All right, I'm just going to play it because we ran out of time. Yeah, I'm running out of time. I ran out of time, so we're just going to do it. It's time for Cosmic Crucible! All right, I'm playing against an old alliance mate, and I just simply ran out of time. We got 33 minutes, and so we are going to kind of YOLO it. I don't have good plans. It's just that simple. And so we are going to just kind of YOLO it. So this is going to probably be a train wreck, and I know a lot of you here are here for the train wreck anyways. And so we are just going to try just some random stuff and see how it goes. I have a feeling we're going to get obliterated here. We've got all kinds of problems. I don't have Songbird. Okay, let's see. Let's do Doctor Strange. Okay. I don't think this is going to work. I have Starjammers in defense. Otherwise, I would consider mirror match. All right. Let's give it a YOLO try. Give it a best effort here. I have a feeling that this is going to be a disaster. We don't know what we're doing here. I think Starjammers is just going to obliterate me before I even go. Nope, we're dead. No, we're not. We survived. Did we survive? We did survive. I lost. I meant to back out. All right. Wow. That was fun. That was fun. Strategic loss. That was not a good sack team. Holy moly. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I don't know. Not a good start. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Well, I should have backed out. I mean, that's for sure. But, you know, that's fine. All right, we need this is actually I'm a little bit not liking this a little bit. There we go. Okay. All right, let's keep going. We're gonna try some stuff that probably won't work. I think you know what I should have put in there now that I'm thinking about this is I should have used Apocalypse instead of Doctor Strange. Not sure. I don't think this is going to work at all, but this is probably a sack. Okay. Let me think how I want to get through this. I think as soon as... Yeah, there's all kinds of problems on why this won't work. Let's see. Who do I want to take out? This is a sack, let's say. If I can get through Endgame Thanos... Oh, we're dead. Yikes. All right. Oh, come on. Yeah, this is a train wreck. Holy shit. This is a train wreck. Oh my god, an absolute train wreck. Absolute train wreck. How do I not have a striker on Sable? Huh. On this one? All right, we'll do it the same way. Go that way. Yeah, this is not good. All right, this is not good. Train wreck. Absolute train wreck. Uh-oh. Holy shit. This is going to be fun. Yeah, I'm going to run out of teams. All right, I'm going to run out of teams, so we're going to mirror match this. And just hope for the best. Yeah, because I'm going to run out of teams if I don't try to at least mirror match this. This doesn't matter. Does it matter? No, probably not. Oof. 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 There we go. All right, so we got the turn meter advantage. We do not want you taking a turn. There we go. We lose this? We're gonna lose this here? How did I lose this? How did I lose this? I'm actually kind of baffled here. Yeah, this is full tilt. All right. That sucked. Hmm. If this works. I don't think this is going to work, but we're going to try it anyways. Oh, wait, does this screw me over? Yeah, it does. I just screwed this over. Yeah, this doesn't even make sense what I just did here. Hmm. All right, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. All right. Wow. Hmm. Kind of like this. A 2-tap on Starjammers. I want to see how my I botched like not backing out of some of these rooms. I absolutely should have backed out of some of these rooms. PC Smitty is attacking no matter what, right? He's attacking no matter what. If he sees my name, he's attacking me no matter what. All right. What a train wreck. What a train wreck. I want to see what he did against my Starjammers. That's what it's going to be of some interest to me. Oh, really? If he has, I guess he does have Professor X. If he has Professor X, then he just runs over me, right? Oh, no. Oh my God. To be fair, he had just as much of a train wreck as I did. Oh my God. All right. I could have won it. He got through my Starjammer. I didn't. What am I gonna? I mean, what's the chances of my opponent running Starjammers on defense again? Well, that's a nothing team. What do you think? Bean? Let's keep null. Who should I put with Mephisto? Did I not have Kahor? I have Kahori on defense already. Yeah. But fuck it, let's just do that. I don't fucking know. All right. Okay. Actually, I don't hate that. I mean, it's kind of just whatever, right? All right, what are we gonna do here? How do I open that? Why can't a move file be played in Window Media Player? Oh, there it is. How do you play an MOV file? Ugh. Why don't I have like the formatting for this? Doesn't even make sense. They're not buffing to Thunderbolts. They're happy with them. Why doesn't Media Player have the MOV codec? Isn't MOV like the most generic thing ever? All right, well then let's do it like this then. Shit. Yeah, I didn't go well, PC Smitty. How's it going? Yeah, it looked like you had some struggles too, but not getting through your Starjammers. I think it would have been close if I got through your Starjammers. Okay. I thought I lost too. I mean, I just need to get through your Starjammers. It would have been fine, but I didn't. So, I don't know. Kind of sucks. I'm kind of annoyed. I thought I lost for sure, but if I would have got through your Starjammers, it would have been different, but I didn't. So, there's that. I know, right? I'm taking it that Groot is no longer funding the account, I'm guessing. I'm just guessing. Because you would have a Professor X if that was the case. But anyways. I'm actually kind of pissed that I lost. Yeah, he retired. I haven't kept up with you, but yeah. Semi-retired. Well, I really hate that they moved Crucible to weekends still. I mean, nobody's watching on the weekends. Most exciting part of the game, and they moved it to when nobody's gonna watch because of I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, I don't get it. Like I'm talking from like a somewhat selfish perspective. Like there'll be 1,000, 1,500 people here on Monday. Why not do it then? You know what I mean? Like why? I don't understand what's going on. I mean, I'm just talking about it from. Anyways, I'm done streaming for the day, ladies and gentlemen. Fuck this game. I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. I'm over it. Let's try to go to Bendable. Well, not nobody, but like the hardcore people are here right now. Like the true people. Yeah. Bitter party of one, your tables would. I'm pissed because I lost. Let's just call it what it is. Let's just call it what it is. I'm pissed that I'm lost. I'm bitter and pissy and fuck you guys. No, the hardcore people are here now, but like there'll be 1,500 people or 1,000 people here on Monday. Why can't we do Crucible then? All right. Have fun with Bendable. Bye for now. Yeah, I know. Bye.